episode 1 of my mini bodybuilding series. Now today we're going to go over what exactly is bodybuilding, why do I do it, how does it work. We're going to go into all of that. What is bodybuilding, and then how is bodybuilding judged? Basically, in its simplest form, bodybuilding is the process of developing your musculature through hypertrophic exercises. Basically, you try to get as big as possible and then as lean as possible depending on your category, and then you go on stage to present what you've created over the last few years. Now, there are multiple different categories in bodybuilding, both for men and women. Categories for women, there are bikini, figure, women's physique, and women's wellness. And then for men, there is men's bodybuilding, men's classic physique, and men's physique. Every single different category has their own criteria as to how they're judged and what the judges are looking at and how they determine who the winner is of the show. Now, for me, I am doing men's classic physique. There are 4 elements that they take into consideration when they judge you. There is your muscularity, your size, your definition or how lean you are, symmetry, how evenly built your body is top to bottom, and your presentation or your ability to display your physique. Now, in classic physique, technically the look is a little less extreme than men's bodybuilding. Men's bodybuilding, they want as much size as possible while being as lean as possible. But with classic physique, the physique isn't supposed to be overly shredded, not too vascular or too grainy, but you need a good balance of size and symmetry and leanness all into one beautifully put physique, I guess. And so how the shows work is they do group comparisons where you have your mandatory poses that everybody has to do, and then the judges basically compare you while you do these mandatory poses, and they call out the poses for you. As you go through them, they're comparing you to everybody else to determine who the winner is. That's the most important part of a bodybuilding show, is your mandatory poses and the group comparisons. So there's the group comparisons, and then there's also the individual routines. Individual routines are basically your opportunity to display your uniqueness, your strong points, and to have a little bit of fun with your bodybuilding show. How you display your physique. You're able to put a little bit more personality into it because there is a little bit of criteria for your individual routines, but it's you create your routine. It's custom to how you want to do it for you to display your physique the best. But for all this to happen, you have to go on a bodybuilding prep. Now, how does prep work? Very simply put, prep involves you getting leaner and dieting down to get as lean as you need to be for your show. I've been on prep for 15 weeks now, 14 or 15 weeks now. I'm 10 days out from my show where I'm doing a 16-week prep. I started my prep at 196, 197 pounds. Today, I was 173. My low on prep so far has been 172.6. Over time, you continually decrease your calories and increase your activity to keep cutting off the fat, but not too quick because you don't want to just lose body mass, which will end up losing muscle. You continue to train hard. You don't really manipulate anything with your training at all. Really, the only manipulations that you make is within your diet, because you need to keep as much muscle as you can. The goal, if you're trying to get as lean as possible and show off your musculature, you don't want to lose muscle when you're in a deficit, which can happen, which is why we train hard. So I think the first 2 or 3 weeks of prep, my maintenance calories is around 2,800. So I went to, I think my first few weeks was 2,600 calories. Ride that out for a little bit. As soon as my weight starts to kind of plateau a little bit, chop off another 200 calories or increase your activity, burn a little bit more calories so you don't have to eat as little. But that process of slowly chopping calories and slowly increasing activity has been going on for the last 16 weeks. So right now, 2 weeks out from my show, I'm eating 1,700 calories, and I'm not really doing too much cardio. I do 20 to 30 minutes of cardio on the treadmill, and then I try to go on like a few walks throughout the day. I try to have my step count to be anywhere from 10 to 15,000 steps, just because I know that's a decent amount of calories that I'm burning. I'm not as concerned as much with that, but those calories that I burn from doing my cardio and from doing those walks, it helps me to ensure that I'm staying in that deficit and I'm hitting that target number. In case something goes wrong with my tracking, I'm usually pretty on point with my tracking, but say I use a little bit more sauce than usual, or I'm tired of how boring a meal is, so I want to include sauce into it, or say maybe I just wanted to have an extra snack and have a protein bar, I'm able to do that because of the cardio and the activity that I'm burning calories through. For now, enough yap. Let's go hit some legs, and then later on we'll talk about why I enjoy bodybuilding, the pros to it, the cons of it, and then maybe if it's for you. Till then, we're gonna go hit legs, so pray for me.
I guess you'll need a little time to take me out of the light. Angels fall and start to fade. My heart aches when your eyes drift far, far, far away. Time to stay, so bury me if I wake up. Don't catch me when I fall. Don't even tell me sorry, not at all. If there's no thoughts, I guess we'll need a little time.
Leg day's complete. I've got me I don't really know what to call it. It's like a hash brown burger bowl, I guess. So fire. Shredded hash browns, ground beef, cheese, my own, well, not my own. I didn't create the recipe, but a smash burger, like sauce recipe that I found on Instagram. Hash browns, sauce, cheese, beef, and egg whites. Anyways, back to bodybuilding. So this is my first prep. This is my first time ever competing. So I wanted to share my experiences, my thoughts. Will I do it again? How I'm feeling about the show, all that. So the pros of bodybuilding, for one, you get to look cool. Like right now, I'm the leanest that I've ever been. I'm the best that I've ever looked, like by far. I haven't weighed this much. I haven't weighed below 175 since like sophomore year of high school, junior year of high school. I think it was like sophomore year. I'm a senior in college now, but I have way more muscle since I put on way more muscle since then. So I look by far the best I ever have. Second, bodybuilding prep really tests and builds your discipline. Like if you do the bodybuilding prep right and you actually put your head down and do the work, like you do the cardio, you don't skip any of your workouts, you don't skip any sets or reps or exercises, you don't cheat on your diet, you don't go over on your meals. Like, it is difficult, bro. I can't tell you how many times that I didn't want to go to the gym. I wanted to eat more food. It was late at night. I had nothing else to eat. But in the back of my head, I knew that this suffering is only temporary. So it's just a really nice, it's a really good way to build discipline, because discipline, everybody throws around being disciplined, but it's hard to know if you're actually disciplined if you don't have something to be disciplined at. You don't have anything to practice being disciplined at. So this is a really good way to practice that, to build your mental fortitude. And three, the third pro, is that I'm excited as hell for the show. I think the show is gonna be super fun. I have a bunch of family and friends. My loved ones are coming to support me at the show. It's gonna be an awesome day. I'm super excited to show off the work that I've been putting in for the last 16 weeks. Super excited to meet some new people, to learn new things at this show. But on that point, that I'm excited, that's a pro. Don't do bodybuilding if you don't love it. Like, it's not worth putting yourself through all this, like to compete for a show or to get down to this such low body fat percentages if you don't actually like love and have a passion for the sport of bodybuilding, because it's really not healthy. I guess on that note, we can get into the cons of bodybuilding. Hormones, cooked. Hunger, cooked. Energy, cooked. Lifts, cooked. Your brain function, cooked. Outside activities, cooked. Like bodybuilding, it's kind of a full-time job, bro. Like you can go out and do shit on bodybuilding prep, but you're just setting yourself up to cheat or to fail. So like you kind of got to isolate yourself a little bit if you want to be successful and have no fuck-ups on your prep. Your hormones are fucked, because you shouldn't be this low body fat percentage, which messes with your hormones. Your testosterone decreases, all your hormone function is just all over the place, which is part of the reason why you have no energy. Your lifts suck, and you can be cranky and moody. And that also ties into the hunger. Another con, hungry all the time. I mean, it gets to the point where like, I could have a 1,000-calorie meal, I'll still be hungry after that. I don't care. I will still be starving after that. And then another con I would say is the pressure that I put on myself. It's my first show, so I don't expect to like win the overall, but I am a very like competitive person, and I have really high standards for myself. I'm trying to play this balancing act of like, can't be too upset if you don't win the whole overall, but at the same time, like, I'm trying to be a pro, bro. Body dysmorphia. Holy F and F. You think you have body dysmorphia? Go on bodybuilding prep, and then you'll really have body dysmorphia. Every day, I feel like I look like shit every day. Even though I know that objectively I'm the best I've ever looked, every day I feel like I'm behind, I need to get leaner and leaner. I feel like I just look awful. I look like I'm 10 weeks out, but in reality, I'm not. You start comparing yourself to other people, start comparing yourself to dudes on steroids. Like, I was getting hot in my car. I came and put a little temperature thing up, but all in all, I've had a good experience with bodybuilding. I know there's negatives to it and there's cons that I just listed, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. I wouldn't do it if the cons outweighed the pros for me. That's for me though. That may not be for you. So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. What's next? It's episode 1 of a 3-episode series. Next episode is gonna be full day of eating during peak week. I'll explain in that video what peak week is, what that entails,